Hi guys! This tutorial is for the user that will use AutoCAD for the first time. This AutoCAD tutorial is applicable to any versions of AutoCAD because the functions and the commands are the same. So let's start. Okay, so the special characteristic of AutoCAD is that we can start any action by typing the command name with the keyboard. For example, if you want to draw a line, I can type line. And this will activate the command. Enter. Or if I type option, it will open the panel of the options. So it's very easy. If I hold my mouse pointer over any icon, it appears a small box with a briefly explanation of this tool. For example, multiple line text. And the command for multiple line text is mtext. So now, I'm going to explain about the workspace and how you can use the mouse and its buttons. So for the first time user, it seems a bit confusing at the beginning. But don't worry because you will get used to it easily. Okay, so this cross is our mouse indicator. And the small box in the middle is the pick box. And it has exactly this shape when we don't have any active command. So the most common way to go to different section of the drawing is using the mouse wheel. So for example, if I scroll up, I can zoom in. And if I scroll down, I can zoom out. To move the workspace, just click and hold the wheel button and slide the mouse. If you click anywhere with the right button, it will open this panel option. And here, there are several options that you can choose. And the left button is used for selection. If you want to select from left to right, the selected area appears as blue. And it covers all my lines. If I just cover a part of the line, it will not be selected. As you can see here. But if I open the selection from right to left, the selection area will appear green. And if I just touch the line, it will be selected. To cancel a selection, just click Escape. Now we will start to draw in AutoCAD. First, we will use the line command. This is the most basic command and probably the one you will use most of the time. To draw a line, you can go to the home panel on the top here and click the icon line with the left button. Another option is typing line with the keyboard, and click enter. If you look to the command bar, you can see that I have activated the command line, and also the mouse indicator has changed. Now it doesn't have the pick box, and that appear when I use any drawing command. To start drawing, I just click somewhere here to enter the first point. And click again anywhere for the second point. Now I can enter the second line, but I can click escape to cancel the command. Now we have drawn a line, but it was without any specific dimension and direction. Now I will show you how to make horizontal line with dimension of 1000. So first, type line, enter, then click for the first point and drag it to the right. Click F8 for ortho to activate ortho to make your line perfectly straight. And when ortho mode is activated, you can only make perfect vertical and horizontal line. Click for the second point. Escape to quit the command. Now we make a line. Now we make a box with the 1000 in dimension on all sides. Now type line, enter, click for the first point, drag it to the right for the first side. Now type 1000 for the dimension. Enter. And now continue for the other sides. Now we have a perfect box. Now we draw using another drawing commands. If you go to the drawing section at the top, you can find out a lot of commands. And there are some more if you click this arrow down. Now that you make a line, we try some other drawing commands like polyline, rectangle, circle, and arcs. These commands are the most used and enough to make a drawing for beginners in AutoCAD. Now we use polyline. So polyline is a group of lines that are connected to each other. To make polyline, we can click in this button, or we can also type polyline or simply PL. And click enter. As you can see, it is the same process in making lines. Now, you can make line as you need, and when you finish, you can click escape, or if you want to join with the first point of the polyline, you can type CL, that means close. So we make lines. And type CL for close. So when making a polyline, you can select all these lines together because they are considered only one object. And click this all together. Now we use the command rectangle. We can still use the polyline, but if we click in rectangle command, it is easier. So here is the rectangle icon. Click. Because when using rectangle command, we just first click and click the start point and enter a coordinate or size of the rectangle. For example, we make a rectangle with 500 by 300. First, click for the first point. Then, type 500, 300 and enter. 500, 300 and enter. So now we have triangle. Next, we make circle. You can click this icon here, or you can type circle or C. It's very simple. Type C. Enter. Now, first click for the center of the circle. And enter the radius of the circle. For example, 300. And enter. Now enter. Now we have circle. Now if you go to the drawing panel and click this arrow down, you can choose the way how you want to make a circle. So there's a lot of option here. For example, you can make a circle using diameter. You can use 2 point, 3 points, and using tangents. Now we make an arc. To make an arc, we can click on this icon or type for command. Now click for the first point. But first, click the icon arc. Now click for the first point. Click the second point for the second point, and now for the third point. For the beginners, it may be a little bit difficult to draw an arc, but with practice, you get used to it. So click arc, click for the first point, now the second point, and the third point, and click escape. Also, just like a circle, in this arrow down, you can choose an option in drawing an arc. So there are 3 points, start, center, and yeah, there's so many options here. So you can choose. Okay, now that you know the basic commands in AutoCAD, you can play around with them and practice because it is easy to learn. And practice makes perfect. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Sorry for my English, I know I'm not good, but I hope you learned something here. Please like, comment, or share this video for more video tutorial. Again, thanks for watching.